So Stephanie, let me ask you this though, yo. So with all that you were facing, right? You're facing the fact that your child is traumatized. You're facing the fact that you had to move to a new county, right? You're facing the fact that you have to deal with the law in regards to, trying to get this situation rectified.
Mhm.
You're dealing with people who seem to be connected some type of way because after watching the videos, there's no way those charges should have been dropped. But with
Yeah.
all of that being said, how are you personally, right? So how are you mentally? How are you been dealing with things going forward? Like, how have you taken some time to process things and trying to focus how you can maintain, your mental? Because I know you said you had other children as well.
I have. I can't really say that I have. Really, I'm just on go. It like I can't even focus on my schoolwork right now. Like it is a lot to try to process, and it's like every waking hour I'm spending time trying to get, a lead here and somebody to speak on this or give me advice about this or I'm really eager to get justice for my daughter. I need this man locked up. I need
Right,
this man locked and I need him to be hit with the right charges: unlawful conduct of a child, child neglect, and endangerment of a child, and so many more. Because that was not even her bus stop. He dropped her off at Still. He didn't drop her off at her stop. Still, it was like midway.
wow,
So, and get this, y'all. This about to blow y'all mind. He's already a felon for selling drugs on the school grounds. I got all his background. They don't know I got it, but they do now. They tried. This is why there was an expungement. Okay, from New York, California, and Orange County. I think North Carolina. I'm not sure, but he's a drug dealer. He has so many. He got a rap sheet of dealing drugs, prostitution, larceny, um, aggravated assault, and something else to go with that aggravated assault. I'll think of it soon. But yeah, this guy should never have been driving buses. And the if he had not been driving the bus, this probably would never have happened to a child. You understand? Like it's
right.
so many people at fault right now. It's so many people at fault. It's ridiculous. How did he get to get this job and he's a felon?
Wow.
Like,
Somebody not doing their job.
yeah, like I
And
know
you
that they're
said you
like,
got. Go ahead, Kat. What'd you say?
nah, I mean, they do background checks. So this, like, what's going on? Like, they do
And
background checks, and there's certain, yeah, and it's one of them things where even on the application, it's like, hey, you know, have you been convicted of a misdemeanor or felony in the last 7 years? And they still run a background check. Like this is
oh, it goes back 7 years.
well on the application, but when you do a background check, it usually goes back like maybe 10 years. It just depends on where you lived. If you lived in different states, then it's going to get all of your history from that state because whether they get one month or 10 years or 100 years, it's the same cost. So if they're going to do a background check, and you just moved from New York and you've been here 4 years. If they pull that New York address, they're going to get everything
Right,
because it costs them the exact same. So
right,
that's the thing where if you're in a small county, then what we're talking about is nepotism, where, oh, hey, Billy Ray needs a job, can you just hire him at the bus and we just go past the paperwork? There's negligence, gross negligence somewhere along the hiring chain. And certain people, listen, I'm all for people serving their time and being reintroduced to society, but there are certain interactions that they shouldn't have. You shouldn't be around children if you have aggravated assault, drug charges, things like that. Because what type of let me just pause here because I don't want to say nothing crazy.
right. Hey, yo, but look, no, I get where you're going with it because check this out. Like you said, they do background checks. He had it expunged though. So that's probably why they, locally, they didn't do like a national one. You know what I'm saying? They probably just did one
No,
around
he
there.
had this expunged recently, a couple days after he got out of jail for what he did to my daughter. I think it was like September the 20th or September something, 2023. He had his record expunged.
So they try to clean it up
Oh, so
before it
he
went.
tried to clean it up before everything happened
Mhm.
with you, so all that background stuff wouldn't pop up for them to know that fan wasn't even supposed to be driving no bus in
Right.
the first place. And that was neglect on all the children. So it's like when your case blow up, now see, now I see why people didn't want to take it. And I see why now it makes sense why they was telling you not to go out there and do it. Because what's going to happen is it's going to do just like what happened to other people. Now them other parents are gonna sit back and be like, hold up, wait, hold on. Fam wasn't supposed to be driving this bus for none of these kids. Yo, let me go. Yo, what? Give me that number.
Because if
And
I was a parent and found out that that was my kid's bus driver, oh yeah, I'm filing a complaint. Because what y'all doing?
Okay.
You got some explaining to do. Because why is he able to drive my kids around? Why is he around my kids? Like that's
Right.
nah, they messed up.
2018, he got caught prostituting, or I guess trying to pick up prostitutes or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
oh, wait,
ain't
hold
no
on.
way.
So he a pimp too? No, you see what I'm saying?
No,
So
he's a John, probably. He's not a pimp.
yeah,
Get it right.
probably
Most
was
likely
his
a John.
girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Probably was his girlfriend. She was and she was addicted to soda. Nah, but for real though, like dead serious, man. Like this is crazy right here because like first of all, I know if we all know this, if nothing else, they used to put this as a commercial on way back in the day when it come to schools. You do anything around the school, if you get caught selling drugs around the school, or if you got anything to deal with kids around the school, like you are barred and banned away from being around a
Kids.
school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Period. Right?
How many
So
kids? Yeah.
that
They
is
been premises.
bananas that he was able to get that job before the expungement. Oh wow, that's bananas. That don't even make sense right there.